Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Thursday, August the 9th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into our free room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. This is a subscription link. And I open the room every day around 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen. I get live on the mic at about 9:05. I go to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and 3 o'clock on Fridays. All right, what happened today? I'll get to the vault in a second here. And yes, I just have to repeat the vault. I cannot share it with you. It is a program within Holly, one of our premium services, of course, Holly, and it is a strategy that has been working extremely well for us for the last 3 weeks. But I'll get into the vault in just a second. First, we have to talk about this crazy one. So the last almost 3 weeks now, I haven't done any pre-market trades. During the test drive, I didn't do any. The test drive lasted almost 2 weeks, and then last week, I certainly didn't, or this week, I didn't do any. Now, I decided to take a look at this one, this KBSF. A lot of it had to do with the fact that it, let me make sure I have this. I want to get the symbol linking here. Okay. Excuse me, the KBSF. Super low float, under 1 million shares in the float. So if you remember yesterday, ABIL, excuse me, sorry, I got a catch in my throat here. ABIL was the one that a lot of people were all over yesterday. Notice how it's completely and utterly given it up. Let me just back this out though, and you can see what happened. This was a pre-market action. Just roared up, and then it's basically given it all up. Now, why do I bring this one up? Well, that was another one, 800,000 in the float, very, very low float. Had a crazy looking daily also. You know, traders would be looking at something like this that happened before. They see this, they think, well, maybe it could, you know, start to get into this area. So look at KBSF on a daily chart. It'll start to be, I thought it would look a little, there we go. So you see these topping tails, and this is sort of what I'm sure a lot of traders were looking at. They were saying, okay, what is today's able going to be? Well, another low float situation, one that had some incredible activity in the past. So look at that. I mean, look at that topping tail. What that means is it got all the way up there and it sold off. You know, got all the way up there, sold off. Now, this may do exactly the same thing. I mean, this may completely and utterly sell off. Excuse me. In fact, it has. I don't know. I think what's happened is I don't know why it looks like this. Anyway, it is down here now. But the bottom line is that, a little lag here. Bottom line is that I decided, okay, I want to take one of these in the pre-market. And this is the one I chose. And I got into this one at 812 actually. Sold out right here at 820 and right there at 840-ish. Was actually holding on to see if it would, when the market opened, if it would really zoom up. Didn't do it. So anyway, that was a quick trade. Got out of everything. And, you know, that's why you have a stop, though. I mean, you cannot let your ego take over and say, well, a couple of things. I'm right. I've got to be right. I'm in this one. It'll do what I want it to do. And then this is okay, this is okay, this is okay. It'll come back. You just can't trade like that. So anyway, that was that one. So let's get to the vault though. Vault is always exciting. A little more of a mixed bag today. Excuse me with it. Let me just find the vault trade. So the first couple actually got stopped out. So there was the alert at 1857. Now I have to admit I didn't love this this daily, all right? And you'll see what I more look for. But I decided to take it anyway. This was the second one, by the way. And I actually got stopped out for about a 10-cent loss. I got in at 1857. It did whip up to 1876, but there was no way I could have got out there. I think the spread was a little tough. Started to move down, and so I actually got out with about a 10-cent loss. Now this is the one I actually took before it though, GPRK. And I think you can maybe see what I like a lot about this, because look at the drop here. And you know, I mean, if you follow me in the room at all, you know that I'm not much of a bounce player, but the vault is sort of opening my eyes up a little bit more to these sort of bounce plays. But I mean, look at the difference between call, COLL, and this is when you look at this, there's a big intraday void to potentially fill. So, bottom line, I got into this one at 1810, right about there, right almost at the alert. I got stopped out. I took myself out for a 15-cent loss. I kept watching it though because I just love this look, and I got back in at 1818. So I'm still here. I didn't trade it out yet. I'm still, holding out that it might have this little pop into this area. So back in it at 1818. So again, the first one call didn't work, and this one, got stopped out. However, look at the next two. This was unbelievable. So there was the alert, 2588. Didn't get in quite there. Got in just over the whole number at 26. Look what it did. This just ripped up to 2670 almost immediately before it came down. I'm still in some. Of course, I traded some out here, but that was so darn quick. Again, now when I look at the intraday, it's not like the other one, like GPRK, but I also look at this. I think, okay, it has a chance to get up to this level. So, if it can take out the intraday highs, it has a chance to get up to this level. Call does not have that same look. The other one is a CTMX. Again, these are all vaults. So there's the alert, 2396. Got in just over the whole number again, as I like to. Right about here, I think it was 2412. And, it's still working out nicely. So, two of them worked out very well. And the GPRK, the jury's out, and the call did not. Now, here's the deal on the vault. One of the reasons why we see action like this, of course, I mean, there's a reason for this. And one of the reasons, of course, is that we're in earnings season. So virtually all of these vault alerts have to do with earnings, because this is why the stock is moving like this, because obviously the reaction to earnings is not good. If I look at virtually every other vault, I'm sure it's like that. And so, I'm worried, not worried, but I mean, this week and last week, we had, I think, about 1,100 companies releasing earnings. Next week, we're down to 740, and I'll bet you the week after that, we're cut in half. So, next week may be kind of it for our getting these great alerts from the vault, because otherwise, what is causing a stock to move down if it's not earnings? It'll have to be something else. It'll have to be some other news related event. And obviously, the biggest news event for most stocks is when they release earnings. So, we was definitely spoiled with all these great vault alerts, but it's not going to last forever, because I just think that once earnings is over, or the big amount of earnings is over, then it's going to dry up. However, the good news, of course, is that we have earnings will start again in September. I think Alcoa, I think they release in September, so we'll start the whole cycle again. It'll just probably have to take about a month off. So that's about it. I mean, I did some other trades, but just wanted to talk again about the vault. And again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it is one of the strategies within Holly. If you want the vault, you have to have our premium service. So please don't ask me for the cloud link for it. I cannot give it to you. It is one of our proprietary strategies within Holly. All right, so that's it. I want to get back into the trading room, and let's see. Any questions for me? Here's the email address you can use. Again, the link for the free room is a completely free room. No strings attached. We don't ask for a credit card or anything. All we ask is when you click on that link, you'll be sent to I think a website where you fill in your email address and all that, and you create a password. You do it one time, and that's it. Then you're in a room. This is a link for a subscription. You'll see a promo code, 15% instant savings. And I open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So I hope everybody has a great evening, and hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.